Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian and I'm back with a new episode from Medieval Dynasty on the Oxbow Map. So I'm currently working on some orchard plots. I've been trying to get as many of them as possible, although I'm starting to be a bit concerned if my farmers could deal with them in the summer. But it's still plenty of time until then, so maybe I'll get more workers. So currently I have quite a lot of orchard plots over here. I've recently added some more over here. These are mainly for decor, although end of the day you can still get the products from them. You can get the cherries. But I added cherries for decor. Initially I was thinking of having the fields over there, but after planting this large field and seeing that my poor farmers just cannot keep up that well with it, I decided to give them some breathing space. But like I said, in the summer they will need to kind of pitch in with quite a lot of work on the orchards. So I've already added some more orchard plots over here. I did not get the chance to grow them at that time. Once again, if you're doing any plots, whether it's fields or orchard, make sure that when you're grubbing them, or for the plots when you're also plowing them, you have eaten or taken a potion to reduce the stamina consumption. Otherwise it's going to be quite a difficult task, to be honest. Key. So let's see exactly how much I can expand this one. This will probably cover quite a huge distance, to be fair. Okay, I have reached the limit this way. Well, let's see this way. Okay. Okay, so 8 by 8 seems to be the limit. Now I just hope I will be able to reach all the way. The reason why I'm hoping is, like I said in one of my previous episodes, I do have these that are quite close to the water over here, and they cannot be reached by a farm shed. Most of them are not actually planted yet, so that's okay, but still I will need to probably get one farm shed there. Also, I'm not sure exactly how far my resource storages can get. Let's see. Okay, fair enough. If they can reach up to here, then I can easily get one farm shed. And that will actually solve the problem. Also, I'll most likely need the farm shed in order to get more farmers, since it looks like the amount of fields and the amount of orchards that I'm going for seems to be taking quite a toll on them. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, if you have a potion or some food that can reduce that stamina consumption, you are safe to go quickly around grabbing. If I didn't have the fish tart that I ate earlier, this would have probably been me heavy breathing, or better said, my character heavy breathing for at least 20 times before finishing the plot. Of course, I'm exaggerating a little bit, it's not 20 times, but still, it would have been quite a high amount. Let's see, I do have a few plots over here that I've never actually taken care of. Yeah, so initially when I planted them, I didn't have that many seedlings, and that's what led to not having this many plots. Finished. Okay, cookie. Next, let's get some. Where's that hops? Okay, so I didn't even realize when I bought them. Basically, I was trading quite a lot for seedlings, and I didn't even realize when I bought so many. I ended up with 100 pieces of hops, which is honestly quite a high amount. But then again, it's not so bad. Yeah, unfortunately, the initial idea was for me to plant these so I can get more farming experience. And unfortunately, since then, I've actually got my farming experience sorted out. Okay, so like I said, I will need farm shed. Basically, as long as you have a farm shed placed in the area, the fields, even if you don't have someone assigned to the farm shed, it allows the farmers to come over here and work the fields, so you're kind of safe. Okay, I'm going to make a nice place over here where they can rest or have a meal or whatever they want. Okay, maybe a second one. Yeah, it's nice to give them some decor, to have some freedom. I'm not always the best at placing it, but I couldn't care any less. They just need a place to sit. If they want, they can move it. No one's forcing them to use it as I left it. Okay, and now I can get some more of these over here. Kikoki, where the Pikachu was it? Okay, that's quite a wide field. Okay, so let's see how many I've already got covered up to here. Okay, looks like it's gaining quite a bit of size. So I'll be planting some more hops over here. Then I can go plant some more trees outside these last few spaces. Yeah, so while the trees do need some time, as you can see over here, I don't even know where I planted trees. Here, these are quite small, the seedlings compared to proper trees. The hops already gives better decor and they grow faster. So they also serve as a decent decor, to be honest. But value-wise, the trees are much more important. Experience-wise, I'm not sure exactly. I don't actually collect anything from the orchards. I've rarely done it. Although, to be fair, I think I could do all of these plots easily in one day. Meanwhile, my farmers would not be that fast. Okie, and now let's get some trees in. So I'll plant as many plums as possible because the plums are producing plum juice that can be converted into plum wine that can then become a very good asset to sell at your market stall. Yeah, so this is not necessarily the least boring activity. In fact, it's probably among the most boring activities, since it is highly repetitive, but end of the day, like I said, it is actually worth it. It does give a decent amount of fruit that you can use. Okay, so I will also plant not just plums. I'm going to plant some pears and some apples. I've already planted cherries, but I can also up it a little bit with these. Okay, let's see how far I am. Okay, just a couple of hours and I can sleep until the next season. There is a small chance that the character's wife is going to start having some story quests or some side quests. I'm not sure exactly which one it is on this map. on the valley map, they were coming in as story quests, although they were kind of short. This one I'm not entirely certain. Okay, now let's change to some others. Affairs. Yeah, so those will basically last for quite a long time, and I'm not even sure if it's going to be each season. Also, they're not that long, they're usually quite short. If they actually start, I'm not certain about it, to be honest. But yeah, they are not that important. However, they usually tend to be decentish as rewards. Still, they don't influence other stories of the game.
Drink something.
Just like the one that I have now left, Be Patient. Now, speaking of patience, I don't have any patience when the character starts moaning about water. It's the worst thing possible. Cookie, and some apples. Okay, so this is going to look much better in 1 year and even better in 2 years when I'm actually getting some fruit. There we go. Major expansion achieved. Okay, quite a high amount here, plus here. Almost doubled it. Yeah, like I said, initially I was thinking of having fields over here. I'm leaning towards actually getting more orchard trees over here and probably going with some more batches over here, but that will be way in the future. At the moment, I don't think with what I have here my poor workers will be able to cope with. Okay, let's see. Good guys. Perfect. Yeah, I was a bit worried after investing and unlocking all of the schemes when it comes to technology that I won't have much left. Initially, I was left with only 4,000 coins, but it seems like slowly I'm getting the rewards from my quite extensive marketplace. So, like I said, it's coming into shape quite well. 1 for 2. This one for clothing, 2 for food. Got this one for herbs and potions. 1 more for the tools. I am considering of getting 1 for resources, but currently I'm not producing enough, to be honest. So yeah, probably I will need to swap the number of buildings to higher, and will also need to build a separate village aside. In my previous episode, I visited this island over here. Seems to be quite large, to be honest, for plenty of houses. Has this one as well next to it. So it does seem like a decent place to build a couple of houses. And also maybe get some more trees or some farming plots, anything like that. And then I will have enough people to start selling. I'll probably need to move some of the people from here to that side. But end of the day, I do have quite a few buildings that are a little bit out of place. So I currently have built this area over here for some of the extraction buildings, like the excavation sheds and for wood, but these can easily be moved to the other village if necessary. Yeah, one of the main ideas behind having a second village is that quite a lot of my villagers currently are having lots of children. Well, are having children, not lots of them, because they can only have maximum 2. And first of all, I will need to cover for all of the mothers. Meanwhile, the area where I started building houses has been quite occupied. I can always add some more houses around, but I'm not honestly very happy about getting them here. Plus, if you do have food storage and resource storage anywhere else on the map, you can just easily access them. Meanwhile, I can get one of the mines, for example this one that I have over here. I can actually move it over here, since there's another mine place, and it would actually give my villagers a chance to reach their workplace faster. But yeah, that's going to be at some later stage, unless being forced, of course, by the circumstances. Also, I do want to finish the quests first, and after that I can focus on that. Still, before any quests and all of that, let's make some more drinks. Okay, that was totally unexpected. Huh. And I have no idea why it's totally unexpected. On the other hand, I do have the horse within 15 meters, so that means I'm safe. Yeah, I forgot that they actually weigh 1 kilo. I have no idea how I forgot, but I forgot. This is going to be a lot of apple juice, and then it's going to be a lot of apple wine. Unfortunately, since they're placed next to each other, even if you're overloaded, you don't actually need to move, you just need to interact with the barrel. Okay, so like I was saying earlier when I was doing the orchards, this is the result. Having lots of expensive wine. As you can see, it's quite valuable. The plum wine even more valuable, but I didn't have any left because I've already turned them into wine. Okay, so now I'm first to send them to the poor horsey. Still, I have this one over here, and I can easily get everything into my inventory, and now in here. Okay, whoa. Okay, looks like the capacity of this one is doing poorly. Wow. Work. That's a lot of cork. Starting to think I can actually sell some of that cork at my stalls. Okay, lots of wine. Meh. Okay, definitely not selling these anymore. And instead of them, I can start selling the cork. So have plenty of cabbage. Where the Pikachu is it? Okay, now that's actually okay. It's much better. Perfect. I can even give up on selling dried fish meat. Okay, so far so good. I don't actually need anything else, so let's slip it until the next season. Yeah, so the main goal of reaching the next season, like I said in the previous episode, was to see if there are any other. Oopsie. People are gathering around a bonfire. Charming story about couples whose love was stronger than that. Let's go with this one. Of course, why would they work more efficient? And of course, why wouldn't they give more birds and kill my economy? Yeah, what can I say? So first check is to see how many survivals I have. Wow. Wow. Already two people down on the hunting lodge. One more from the farm shed. At least the animal husbandries are okay. So, close stalls is down. Wow. So at the moment they're kind of killing me, to be honest. Really killing me. Yeah, so best thing I can do, let's see who's in here. Walda. Okay. Over there, love. Leave this one just for decor. Until we're back with more people. I don't necessarily need the hunters, to be honest. Which is why I cannot be bothered. The extraction buildings are working okay. So yeah, usually I'd look for more workers, but at this point I cannot be bothered about them. Might as well move one farmer here or two. Make them look a little bit symmetric. Although they tend to go work together anyway. Okie. So now first step is the King's Herald is here. Okay, I was waiting for this annoying person. I've already completed just 3 challenges. Let's see. What does the king think of me? Perfect, high regard. Can I use my own crest? Okay, so apparently even with 3 of these I can use my own crest. Nice. And there goes my fortune. Okay, still I have a crest now. So basically how the crests work. You only get, unfortunately, 1 village sign. But you can always create banners. And you can also add a crest on the village sign. As you can see, there's plenty of them you can choose. I choose to go as a pirate. There are quite a couple of funny ones. This one is particularly funny. Winning a fist fight with a badger while intoxicated. Deal the final blow to a bear with a scythe. This one seems a bit complicated. Although an iron scythe wouldn't be that bad. Have 30 rot in your personal chest. This one can be easily sorted out. Eating 37 apples without closing your inventory seems like a bit maniacal. Okay, now I understand how it works. What the Pikachu? 80 buckets of water in the food storage. I think I've had that one. An entire season being slowed down due to overloading. That's crazy. This one is somehow achievable, but quite hard because they move too fast. This one I have no idea which one is. Complete any quest at night. Fall down from a donkey. Considering how many times I fell down from the donkey, they should award me an extra one. Perform all other theirs. Yeah, so some of these I have no idea how to complete. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do what I came here for. So like I said, you can choose quite a few of them. I do like this one, the pirate one. Let's see which one seems nicer. Honestly, none of them seems nicer. Let's get this one. Looks like a shield more than the rest. Quite a few look like a shield. Let's get this one. Okay. I was hoping to change that color of the thing as well, but then again, it's okay. Okay, and now if you want, you can always place some banners around. I'll just place some close to where my village entrance is. And they will look the same as the banner you've chosen, though I wish it would actually add the entire thing with the shield and the color of the shield. Doesn't matter. Okay, so crest sorted out. No other quests, which means it's perfect. Who the Pikachu and what the Pikachu do they want? Yeah. Yeah, so basically this is easily bound to happen, at least for some time. Not having milk. As soon as the season ends and you start the next season, all of that milk that used to be fresh becomes sour milk. So until the animals can start producing, c'est la vie. I have one more over here. Nice. We are the pirates, my friend. Okay. Wow. Too many. Okay, that's a high amount of cheese. Where the Pikachu was it? Where's my fish tart? Surprisingly no rot this time. Where the Pikachu is my fish tart? Okay, looks like some of these guys have some quests. Might as well take them. And once I'm done with them,
good luck.
For Pikachu's sake. one is it? You.
Hello. See you
Not you.
around.
Not him. Has the quest. You.
How can I help you?
What do you want? Right. As much as I love beer, beer in the winter is not perfect time, no matter how much you want to twist it around. Okay. Trying to see. How I can give these guys a way to go around the village. Why would they do this? They had a good way of getting here through this. I honestly don't understand them. I might need to cut them some of the fences. Let's see. I try over here. Of course not. Why would it work? Okay. It might actually work. Yeah, they might get a gate over there. But that's another time. I need to do some trading.
Blacksmith, whitesmith, it's all the same to me. I'm colorblind.
Yeah, so some of them do have some interesting jokes on them. Kikoki now. I don't actually need that much dynasty. Of course. I don't need that much dynasty reputation, but might as well take his quest. Iron armor, armor helmet, iron bracers, iron greaves. Well, these are for children, my friend. Yeah, so basically, I think it would have probably been 3 pieces of each, but I do have this, the Hand of the King at level 3, so most likely that's why it's having to craft less of them.
Life is a constant
Iron armor, 2 pieces. Then iron helmet, 2 pieces. Yeah, fortunately my mines are producing quite a lot of iron. I can easily go around with it. I usually have lots of flax planted in spring, so again, quite easy to get it. And then turn into linen, and I have plenty of farmers doing a good job at getting leather, although right now 2 of them are on maternity leave. What the Pikachu? Oh no, I crafted the wrong things. I was supposed to craft greaves, not leg wear. Anyway, I can always settle the leg wear later on. Okie dokie. This is how we do, my friend. See how fast I've got everything ready. What, the Pikachu? I honestly want to punch him. Let's go with this one. I honestly want to punch him because I know the armor is good quality. After all, I crafted it. Yeah. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get that man some oat ale. Of course, I don't have those. Why would I have them?
Figuring out a solution to my problems.
Sorry,
No
lady.
worries. I'll wait.
Thank you very much for waiting. I usually don't craft that much beer. Still, it's good to have those bottles ready for occasions like this one where someone needs some beer. You can always buy it if you want. You can go to town and buy any of them. It's better to craft it yourself if you already have the necessary products. Okie dokie. So these can easily stay over here. And where the Pikachu is, that man? Oh, come on, mate, really? Horsey, come here, mate, we're busy. And let's double check if they actually planted everything. Oh, they actually did. What can I say? Cheers to you, my friends. You've done a lovely job. Hats off to you. Okay, let's go get this. Whoa!
Easy now.
Back up, back up, back up.
Here.
These days, price rises.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that my whoa, miners need to go through
Giddy up.
here to the mine. And I took that quest without even realizing this guy was a miner. Alright, my friend, before you start doing your job, wait
How
a
do you
second.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too, bastard. Okie dokie. So first of all, I need to go to Skauki, do some trading over there. Let's see, no special villager, of course. Then I need to head back to Kronika, where I can do that side quest and some trading. And back to Gestovia for whatever's left. But the next day I need to start going after the Be Patient quest line. workers, no special worker here. Yeah, I'm still waiting for one of them very qualified workers to spawn around. No chance. At this point, I'm not even checking the workplaces, the work camps. Whatever spawns, spawns. Not my problem. Hello, bye bye.
Halt!
Pepper C. Kooky, you, my friend.
Did the king resign?
I have money, you have... sorry, you have money, I have
See you
daggers. Oh! New crest unlocked. And I have no idea for what. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so one thing that's good about the crest is that you can always change it. So
How
if
is
you
life treated?
decide to swap it midway, you don't need to worry or pay that tax once more. And the Pikachu,
Appreciate the value of good craft.
unbelievable, she just passed
I
me.
had a dream in which we all had green diamonds.
Hello.
in
You.
our lives.
Buy some
Good
of
luck.
these. Perfect, thank you. Bye bye. Kooky. That was a near accident. Okay.
Hey!
I could ride the horse, but it takes too long.
How do you
So
do?
let us go to Clonica, my friend. Come here, mate. We need to find some traders. Though, so complete the quest. Yo, the man with the quest. Wait 1 second. Wait, you
How are
Pikachu.
Take care.
I'm pretty sure they're doing something shady. I'm also pretty sure I couldn't care any less. Also concerned about how bad that house looks. But it's not my village's house.
Good luck.
I also have someone to fix them in my own village, so not my problem. Okie dokie. Let us go key. You, my friend,
Hello there.
I have something for you. I have knives, you have money.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye, Merry Christmas. Kooky, this lady over here is going to
Oh,
give me plenty of things. This one, this one, this one. Eh, this one, this one, this one, this one. Of course I did. Yeah, I'll need to come back with more knives. I forgot that I'm buying the dyes and the mushrooms. So I need to come back with more of those knives once I get a chance.
want to see my goodbye?
Not okay to leave her with my 3,000 coins. Also, I need to trade with someone else here. So back to my village I go. Yeah,
Hello.
need the ride to my village, mate. And let's see where the Pikachu this person is. Ooh, he's close by. He's very close by. He's one of the chefs.
How are you?
Well,
There you go,
I
my
don't
friend.
think
See you
anyone
soon.
can taste a bit of blood.
Okie dokie. You, my friend,
Hello
buzz
there.
off.
Good luck. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
And yeah, I said the same thing. But now I need more knives. And Kikelki, Mr. Horsey, get yourself here. Why the Pikachu? Aha. I'm questioning why I was overloaded with just some knives. Then I remembered it wasn't those, it was these. And these. Yeah, so pretty soon I'll need to kind of push myself into creating some of those dies myself. Basically, to decorate one wall, you need around 5 dies, maybe more. Can't remember exactly how many for each. But I'm quite far away from being able to decorate that much since I don't have that much limestone. Oh, the 40. So yeah, that will be in another episode. So mainly I need to do some more trading in the next episode. I'll try to go quickly back to Clonica, then do some trading in Ostoya, get back to Piastovia, and do some more trading, and then the next day, like I said in the next episode, I will go for the Be Patient quest, which is basically influencing quite a bit for this map and for the entire society of the Oxbow. So yeah, until then, if you've seen anything that can help you or you have any advice to give or you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and until next time, have a good time. Bye bye.